like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Let me get a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Press 1 if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Let me get a mic check. Salute to everybody in the building. All right. Y'all can hear me? All right, now. So let's get into this story, man. Now, apparently, according to reports, former NBA superstar Dwight Howard, ladies and gentlemen, is facing allegations of not only abuse, but allegedly drugging his ex-wife. Now, according to the reports, it says former NBA star Dwight Howard is once again at the center of controversy, this time facing serious allegations of abuse from his estranged wife, Amber Rose Howard, known professionally as rapper and reality star Amy Luciani. The accusations surfaced as a part of their ongoing divorce battle, which began just 6 months after their marriage, shedding light on a turbulent relationship marked by legal disputes and public scrutiny. Now, she had previously filed, Amy Luciani, for divorce from Dwight Howard in the Georgia courts, citing that their marriage, which had begun on January 11, 2025, was irretrievably broken, with no prospects of reconciliation. According to court documents that were obtained by TMZ Sports, Amy Luciani requested alimony and an equitable division of marital assets and property. The couple's relationship, which was made public with an engagement announcement in December of 2024, has since unraveled, with Amy Luciani removing all traces of Dwight Howard from her social media accounts. However, the divorce filing was only the beginning. Back on June 27, 2025, just days before the divorce papers were submitted, Amy Luciani filed for a family violence ex parte protective order against Dwight Howard, making shocking claims about his behavior during that brief message. Now, according to the court documents obtained by Us Weekly, Amy Luciani accused Dwight Howard of a pattern of controlling and aggressive behavior, including physical and substance-related abuse. Now, her protective order petition detailed disturbing allegations. She claimed that Dwight Howard exhibited a pattern of continued substance abuse, which has caused family violence in the past. Among the most alarming accusations, Amy Luciani, y'all smash the like button, y'all come on in, share the video, like the video. She has alleged that Dwight Howard gave her a substance he described as a holistic tea, which she later claimed was the drug MDMA, commonly known as Molly. She stated I was extremely sick and begged him to call an EMT, and he refused. She further alleged that Dwight Howard physically restrained her during arguments, including an incident where he laid on top of me, stopping me from getting up using all of his body weight, and attempted to forcibly remove her from the bedroom by pushing her. She also claimed that Dwight Howard repeatedly locked her out of their Georgia home by changing the gate code, prompting her to call the police on multiple occasions. Amy Luciani's petition was temporarily approved by a judge, but she later dropped the protective order case. The reasons for the dismissal were not specified in public records, but the allegations have continued to fuel public interest and debate about Dwight Howard's personal conduct. Dwight Howard, through his attorney, Gillian B. Fear, has vehemently denied all these allegations. In a statement to U.S. Weekly, his lawyers described the claims as patently false and accused her of manipulating the situation to complicate what she would have been, or what should have been, a straightforward divorce. Dwight Howard emphatically denies Mrs. Luciani's claims, Amber's claims, I should say, and we look forward to the truth being revealed, Dwight Howard's lawyer stated. She expressed disappointment that the divorce proceedings had escalated into continuous litigation and emphasized that Dwight Howard's desire to move forward with his life. Howard also took legal action of his own, filing for divorce the same day as Luciani's protective order petition, back on June the 27, 2025. In his filing, he accused Amy Luciani of fraud and cruel treatment and requested exclusive use and possession of his Georgia mansion, which he purchased prior to their marriage. Now, the allegations from Amy Luciani are not the first time Howard has faced accusations of abusive behavior. His ex-girlfriend and the mother of his son Braylon, Royce Reed, has also publicly accused Howard of physical, verbal, and emotional abuse. In a series of Instagram posts in December of 2024, Royce Reed detailed a history of alleged abuse during their relationship, claiming that Dwight Howard forced her into sexual acts she did not consent to and caused her to lose multiple job opportunities. Reed stated, I was told that I was stupid. I was told that nobody would ever want me, and described the lasting impact of Dwight Howard's alleged actions on her career and mental health. She also created a second Instagram account to share videos elaborating on her experiences. Royce Reed's accusations followed the lifting of a court-imposed gag order that had previously prevented her from speaking publicly about Dwight Howard. In 2014, Royce Reed had accused Dwight Howard of child abuse, alleging he whipped their bleep 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 son, Braylon, with a belt causing bruising, while Dwight Howard admitted to using a belt, claiming it was how he was disciplined as a child. Florida authorities determined the injuries were not serious and no charges were filed. Additionally, Howard faced a civil lawsuit in 2023 from a Georgia man by the name of Stephen Harper, who accused Dwight Howard of sexual assault, battery, and false imprisonment stemming from a 2021 encounter. The lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice, and in August of 2024, after Harper dropped the case, with Dwight Howard's attorneys alleging that Mr. Harper deleted text messages that showed the encounter was consensual, no criminal charges were filed in that case. The allegations from Amy Luciani and Royce Reed have reignited discussions about Dwight Howard's personal life, which have been long a subject of public fascination and controversy. A Reddit thread from back in September of 2024 on the Dancing with the Stars subreddit highlighted public frustration with Dwight Howard's participation in the show, with users pointing to his history of allegations, including child abuse, and harassment allegations as reasons for the discomfort with his casting. One user noted a doctor confirmed excessive force with a belt on his bleep-year-old son, expressing disbelief that Howard's past was being overlooked. Howard's defenders, however, argue that he has been unfairly targeted due to his status as a celebrity. In the context of the dropped sexual assault lawsuit, some point out that the lack of criminal charges in the dismissal of the case suggests the allegations may have been exaggerated or motivated by financial gain. Others have noted that Howard's conservative Christian upbringing and the pressures of maintaining a public image as factors that complicate his personal narrative. The divorce proceedings between Dwight Howard and Amy Luciani could have significant financial implications. Without a prenuptial agreement, Georgia courts may award Miss Amy Luciani a substantial portion of Dwight Howard's assets, given his NBA career earnings of over $200 million. Luciani's request for alimony and equitable division of assets further raises the stakes. Dwight Howard, who currently plays in Ice Cube's Big Three League, has not publicly commented on the divorce or the allegations. As the legal battle between Dwight Howard and Amy Luciani unfolds, the public remains divided. The allegations of abuse, combined with Dwight Howard's history of controversies, paint a complex picture of the NBA star navigating personal and professional challenges. While Howard's legal team insists the truth will vindicate him, Amy Luciani's accusations, alongside those of Royce Reed, continue to raise questions about his conduct off the court. For now, Howard appears focused on his career in the Big Three and resolving his legal disputes. Meanwhile, Amy Luciani is determined to move forward, as evidenced by her statement in the divorce filing that she seeks a fair resolution to their brief marriage. As the case progresses, the public will likely continue to follow this high-profile saga, which underscores the complexities of fame, relationships, and accountability. Here's the situation, you guys. Dwight Howard is catching hell because a lot of people are saying, bro, look, man, everybody not lying, bro. You got all these different allegations against you. You got all these different women coming out saying things about you, saying the abuse, saying all this other stuff. Bro, is everybody lying? Now, Dwight, again, he had that man bring those allegations against him, saying that he R-worded him and stuff like that and forced him and all this other stuff. And Dwight Howard basically said in court through his lawyer that was consensual. It wasn't non-consensual. Me personally, I thought that Dwight had moved on from all that stuff. I actually thought he was doing solid on his podcast show. I thought he had a good podcast show. I thought his podcast show was going to go somewhere. Didn't really see too many more episodes on that. But I thought Dwight Howard had a really good podcast show going on. So I don't know what happened with that situation and why they haven't done more episodes. I thought that was a good thing for him. But who knows what happened with that. But all these allegations against the brother, man, and all these women saying certain things, and this woman having some serious allegations, bro. And now she's looking to get, like, bro, this shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Her allegations, again, those allegations we talking about, y'all, those some real allegations right there, man. She's saying the dude got on top of her, put all his body weight on her so that she couldn't leave the room. She also alleged that this dude, drugged her, basically, is what she alleged. Now, of course, Dwight Howard's lawyers say this is all lies. You know what I'm saying? They said the same thing about, I think, the Royce Reed situation as well and the Stephen Harper situation. People going to keep saying, man, why does stuff keep adding up, man? That's what people are saying, man. They want to know why this stuff keeps coming out over and over and over again. It's always different excuses with different women. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something, man. Hopefully, Dwight overcomes this and gets this stuff under wraps, man. But this ain't a good look, bro. This ain't a good look at all, man. You know what I'm saying? Dwight Howard had a whole lot of different allegations, bro. And this is not a good look, bro. And I'm just being real with y'all. Especially, you married this girl. You didn't have no prenup. So let's talk about that first of all. You married this girl with no prenup and was only married to her for 6 months. 6 months. Let me get this straight to y'all. Dwight Howard was only married to this girl for 6 months before it was over with. 6 months. I have to continue to say that. 6 months. And now she looking to get a piece of his she looking to get a piece of his money, of his assets, it seems like, in the divorce proceedings. And they're saying in Georgia they may give it to her. Now again, we don't know what happened behind closed doors. We wasn't there. But this is multiple women accusing Dwight Howard of these things. You had Royce Reed accusing him of stuff. Now you got this woman accusing him of stuff. You had the man accusing him of stuff. You know what I mean? Crazy work that's going on. Crazy work that's going on. You got all these different people. Let me say this again. That's coming out and accusing Dwight. And Dwight's denying all of it. So either all these people are the greatest liars on planet Earth, or something's going on with Dwight Howard. Who knows what the hell it is? But something's going on with the brother. Either these, like I said again, I'll say it again. You know, either he's the biggest liar on planet Earth, or these people are just, man, they out to get this dude, bro. Because this just don't make no sense. That you got all these people on this dude helmet like this. It just don't make no sense. Why would all these women come out saying some of the same thing? This woman divorced this man after 6 months. And you got to think about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy work, man. I hope this didn't happen, man. I hope Dwight didn't go down that path. But, you know, a lot of people was questioning, you know, when he was with this girl, married her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were surprised that Dwight had made this move. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know he was, you know what I'm saying? You know, because he had already been dating somebody else. So, but I don't know what's going on, man. I hope the brother find himself and be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, it's some real disturbing allegations that's been coming out against this dude the last couple of years. From Royce Reed, from the men that have accused this guy. I think it was a couple of men that accused him, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like 2 different men that came out trying to drop allegations against him, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And then, you know, now his current ex-wife has come out, and everybody thought that was going to work. They was posting stuff all on social media. Everybody thought that was a go. Everybody thought that was a go. You know, everybody thought that was a go with Dwight. Once he was posting stuff and he was like, yo, y'all in my business. I'm happy. We doing this. All we seen them was posting videos together and stuff. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying it's something they can't never come back from. And then she gets a restraining order and says in that restraining order, she's talking about that this dude, you know, allegedly drugged her and, you know, committed violence against her, man. It's crazy work. You understand? Crazy work going on out here, man. But you guys got definitely let me know what y'all feel about this and this entire situation surrounding Dwight Howard. Y'all smash the like button too, share the video, like the video, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. How y'all feel about this one right here, man? Y'all let me know. Share the video, like the video, y'all. Peace. I'm gone.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.